payable process while controlling costs, improving productivity, and mitigating risk? AntWorks Account Payable as a Service makes it possible. ANTstein Accounts Payable as a Service is a multi-tenant, cloud-based, pre-trained, and pre-configured or out-of-the-box solution to meet your accounts payable processing needs. Our industry-leading AI-based technology is ready to process invoices from the start without the need for any training. By transforming your invoice processing, making it faster, more accurate, and more reliable, let's see how easily this can be done. At the login page, we enter the username and password details provided in the email that was sent after account creation. After a successful login, we're on the product homepage and see a dashboard that shows all the files that were uploaded earlier and the status of each. Above the dashboard, there are 6 tabs that represent the status of the invoices that we're looking to process. The number of files uploaded, processed, QC pending, QC completed, exception, and finally exported. When we click on any of these tabs, it shows us the list of files and the status. Let's try this one with one of the tabs, QC pending. When we click on it, we can see the files and the status listed below. Trying another example with QC completed, and you'll see what is listed. If we click on Remove Filter, which is on the right side of the screen, all the current filters are removed and we'll be able to see all the files again. On the top right corner is all the user-related information. There are 3 menus. 1, Account Information, which has our account information. 2, License Details, which shows the information related to our trial period, such as the trial start and end date, as well as the remaining number of invoices available to upload. And lastly, Change Password. This is where we can change a new password. To process the invoices that need data extraction, click on the Upload button. That's in the top right corner. When the upload window pops up, we have the option of either selecting multiple files or the folder which contains all the files to be uploaded. We need to make sure that the overall file or folder size is less than 30 megabytes. When we select the invoices that need to be processed by simply clicking them and clicking on Open. The next step is to choose from a list of predefined and pre-trained fields. These have been divided into header and footer based on the information found in the invoices. We have the option of keeping all of them or removing some depending on the data extraction that we want. Right now, we're selecting the fields for extraction in both header and line items. We also have the option of including additional fields in case we're missing some line items. We can also enter the field name, define if it's a header or line item, and simply click Add. When this field is added, it acts as a placeholder and the data extraction won't happen. This will need to be entered manually during QC. Check the box to be notified via email when processing is complete. Once you're done with selections, simply click the Upload button and see the confirmation status of the uploads with a pop-up message. Going back to the home page, we see the number of files uploaded is 2. In the dashboard, we see they're in process. Once processing is complete, it moves to QC screening for verification. While the files are processing, we can see that the tabs are getting updated. Now that the data has been extracted, we'll move to doing a quality check of the data by clicking the View button for the specific file. This takes us to the QC screen. On the left corner, there's a drop-down menu showing the files that were uploaded in a single batch. You can also search for a file by name if you need to look for a specific invoice. Let's select one invoice from the drop-down. We see the entire invoice now with some options to the right to zoom in, zoom out, fit to page, rotate left, or rotate right to view. To the right of the screen is the header field. That lists all the fields that were selected during the upload process. The data extracted are color-coded, representing the status of the data. Green indicates correct data, blue shows that data was modified, yellow represents the data is doubtful, and red shows no data has been captured or there's no data available. And lastly, white shows us the status of the data in the additional fields. We verify the data and can edit the extracted data if needed. For example, we can use the rubber banding feature for a particular field by simply selecting the data from the invoice by dragging the mouse around it. We can undo this with the help of the Restore button, returning to the original data. The line items are listed at the bottom left and use the same color coding. There's an option to add or delete rows if needed. Once we have verified the data, we can move it to QC Complete or Exception if further verification is needed. To do this, we click on the Finish button. If we want to move it to Exception, then we need to add a reason from the drop-down menu and move it. We'll move this file to QC Complete. The screen moves to the next file, where we'll repeat the process of verification for this and all other invoices in the batch. Now that we've uploaded the extracted data, we need to export. When we click on Export, select either only QC Complete files or all files and the format we want this data to be exported to. We'll choose QC Completed Files and XLXS. When we go back to the home page, we see the status of numbers has changed in the tabs, and you'll see the same in the dashboard below. We have seen how ANTstein Accounts Payable as a Service has helped save so much time and effort in processing invoices, which otherwise would have taken much longer time, owing it just not being able to manually process, but also because of the multiple levels of verification it requires to establish the accuracy of data. AntStein Accounts Payable as a Service is built on AntWorks cognitive machine reading. It enables you to use fractal science-based machine learning algorithms that are pre-trained for invoice processing and accounts payable automation. This enables users to start using accounts payable automation from day one of procuring the solution. It's the only platform that understands, captures, and curates every data type. Simplify your automation journey.